Hola, me llamo es the D.E.V. Sí, señor. Sí, señorita. Hombres around these parts are on siesta. You are now rocking with the Cool Cats and me, the D.E.V. Ha! Cats and sleep. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. A pair of jeans and a good t-shirt. Broccoli and vinegar. Huh? Am I the only one to eat broccoli and vinegar? Anyway, y'all get the point. So today, we're going to go over some cat sleep habits and discover some things about cats and their sleep. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, whether you have cats or not, you probably already know cats sleep an awful lot. They sleep about 15 or 16 hours a day, which means they're only up for 8 hours in the whole 24-hour day. What a life, huh? Now, they don't do this all at once, though. They basically nap off and on throughout the day. 70% of a cat's sleep is like, cat naps during the day. And about 30% of their sleep is a deep sleep. So they usually sleep very lightly, ready to dash at a moment's notice. They literally sleep with one eye open. I think that's where that saying came from. But, why do they do this? It's basically because in the wild, they in the food chain, so they always keeping an eye open for predators trying to get them. You know what I mean? So that's ingrained in their genetics. So they always sleep that way. Now, research has shown that, once a cat falls into that deep sleep, they dream a lot. I wonder what they're dreaming about. Are they dreaming about playing? Maybe they're dreaming about scratching. I know. It has to be catnip, right? Yeah, maybe that's it. And we have so many fish in the house. Maybe they're dreaming of catching a fish. Maybe bigger. I bet you I know what cats dream about. Sleeping. Now, one thing that drives people crazy about cats is that they're usually up at 2 or 3 in the morning running around. And that drives people crazy because people are trying to sleep. Now, why do cats do this? Well, in nature, this is when cats hunt. That's why they sleep so much during the day because they're resting, so at night they can hunt. Okay, so it never bothered me because being a financial analyst for 26, 27 years, I don't go to bed until like 3 in the morning. So we see clients around their schedule. So most people work a 9 to 5. So generally clients are coming to see me when they get off of work, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So I don't usually get home, until about 11 or so. And, managing a somewhat large organization, all of my managers, they worked at the same hours I did. So they would report their numbers in and everything at night. So we would be on the phone late at night because we all had the same late night schedule. So, anybody, I don't care who you are, your body adjusts to whatever clock you on. And that's been my clock. So when these cats came in and they doing their shenanigans at 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm up. So it fit us just perfect. We all crazy together. So I'm waiting for the cats to wind down so we can observe their sleeping habits. The way they work is after I feed them, they get a burst of energy, and then, they go buck wild and play for a while, and then they kind of wind down and go to sleep. But since we were talking about fish, I've had several people ask me about one of these tanks in here in particular. So while we waiting on the cats to wind down, why don't we take a look at that tank? So let me start with the angelfish. It's 4 of them. Let's start with the leader. Y'all can see that big one there with the stripe. That's his name is Mufasa, and he is the king of the tank. Now let me see his son over here, right there. That's Simba. All right. So y'all can see he's the spitting image of his dad. All right. Now let's see what else. Now see that black angelfish, that's Scar. He's the villain. And then you have Goldilocks. That's Goldilocks. And then she has a dwarf. See? Now, the dwarf, that's called a gourami. Now, I know it's supposed to, what is the story? Goldilocks. It's Snow White, but this is my family. So it was Goldilocks, and it's supposed to be the 7 dwarfs or something. But hey, it's a pandemic, so her small business can only afford 1 employee right now. So it is what it is. Let me fall back. And what do we have next? We want to talk about. Okay, let's talk about these guys, the black skirt tetras. See that guy there? A black skirt tetra. Is 2 of them. Let's see if I can find. There's the other one. And so they hang together. This one is Biggie, and that's Puffy. All right. And so I don't know, remember when Biggie first came out, Puffy was kind of his hype man. Biggie, was on stage or with the videos or whatever, and Puffy kind of hyping him up, following him around, and that's kind of how they do in here. So that's Biggie and Puffy. Next we have the Catfish. Okay, that's Walter and Wallace. Now I'm telling my age here, but Walter and Wallace, their name comes from, I don't know if y'all old enough. Well, some of y'all, my age, some of the younger people may not remember the Whispers, but the Whispers had two twins in there named Walter and Wallace. And so these are two twins. And remember them big mustaches they got? So these two twins got them big mustaches. So that's Walter and Wallace. Now I don't see my algae eater. My algae eater, who's a bristlenose pleco, he stays in that house. He comes out every now and then to clean, but he stays in that house a lot. And his name is very fitting. It's Oscar the Grouch, you know, from Sesame Street. Again, I'm telling my age here, but on Sesame Street, Oscar stayed in his can and came out and fussed at people. That's what he does. Hopefully he'll come out in a minute, but don't count on it. Let's see what else we got here. You have, I don't see the neon tetra. I have one neon tetra in there. Where is he at? He's hiding. He's probably hiding from Mufasa. But if he pops up, I'll show him to you. He might be gone. Anyway, but neon tetras, they are like schooling fish. And anyway, his name is Heartbeat. It used to be, I had 5 of them in here, so it was the 5 heartbeats, but now we're down to a heartbeat because Mufasa and Biggie, basically they plucked them off. That wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but they was kind of eating them. So, but anyway, the 5 heartbeats are down to 1 heartbeat. I was thinking about changing his name to Pulse, but nah, I'm gonna get him out of there. It's not working out. He might be gone. Anyway, what else I got in here? Now these guys dashing around. Those are Danios. There's 2 of them. I don't know how they got in there. I think they must have snuck in there when I was asleep one night or something. But Danios is 2 of them in there. Oh, I know what we can look at. See that guy right there? That's called a glass catfish. See if I can get him to turn to the side. See? He's glass. There's 2 of them in there. Those are very unique fish. I love them. It's a glass catfish. You can see right to their skeleton. Let's look at him again. Get him to move. There he is. Now, the crazy thing about him or them, because there's 2 of them in there, they used to have meat on their bones. They got like that over the last couple of weeks or so, waiting on their stimulus check, but hopefully they'll fill out later. Let's see what else. Now, it's a yo-yo loach in here, but I don't see him. He might be hiding too, but he's kind of the referee. If he came out, you could see him. But he's not coming out either. Is that the anyway? So that's that, guys. I wanted to show that because a lot of people had inquired about this tank. I guess I showed it a couple times but never commented on it. If it's not your thing, don't worry about it. But some people like me are animal lovers. They like all animals. So, in the immortal words of one of the great men in American history, Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that. So where do cats sleep? As you can see, mine sleep all over, but they like anything warm. You ever wonder why they like to sleep on you? Well, that's one of the main reasons, because of the warmth of your body. Remember, a cat likes the temperature of their body to be 20 degrees warmer than humans. So if you have, say, the temperature on your house set on 70 degrees, to a cat, it feels like it's 50. Another reason cats like to sleep on you is security. Okay, remember, they always thinking about protecting themselves from predators. You know, that's ingrained in their DNA. So, you know, it's some serious maternal stuff going on with them living with you. They look at you as mama or papa, whatever the case may be. Well, I'm glad you got a chance to meet some more of the family, and that we got an opportunity to discuss some cat sleeping habits. Now remember, treat your animals well. They didn't ask to be there with you, but now all they have is you. Treat them like family.